My skin didn't react to any of the allergen tests except for the tape. Huh. Well, that's interesting. What the hell's on the tape? Homie got that floor plan tattoo. Oh my god. Another day, another dime. That's what I always say, folks. What are we doing today? Oh, infuriating subs. Oh boy, that's the kind of energy I needed to start my day with. I'm so excited, everyone. I'm so excited. Ugh. Thanks. I'll just Uber home. There's a big spider in your car. Seen it on your blanket. That's mean. That's like a mean prank right there, you devil. Syncing my new phone, ended up copying this one photo of a shoe 1,880 times. Huh. Well, I guess that's fine. You never know when you might need another copy of that photograph. Good God, it really does go on and on and on. I'm 32, and this app made me feel old. This app is in, are we talking about Reddit, or are we talking about something else? Because, I mean, I'm 29, and everything makes me feel old. Everything does. I am old. I'm like a week away from being able to finally order off of the IHOP senior menu, okay? And I'm so ready. All right, let's see. How old are you? 25 to 30 is at the top. What? Okay, no, what app is this, though? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like the 14 to 16 being there. I know most websites are like, look, you gotta be 13 years or older to be here, but I don't know, man. I don't know, it's getting kind of crazy out there. The internet's getting more and more insane by the minute, but it sucks that you're actually technically above their oldest bracket. I am so sorry. I'm almost aged out of whatever the hell this app could possibly be, too. And it makes me a little sad. I'm gonna die soon. I guess that's okay, though. Week 2 of my wife and I taking turns fixing this. Oh. Okay, that's funny, though. I like how it is right now. I actually, after looking at it for 2 seconds, I think how it is in this photograph should be how it is. I know, I get why you would hate that, because the rest of it looks, you know, very straight and perfectly tiled out and everything. It looks really appealing, but come on. It's one of those things that's going to bug people for about 2 seconds until they notice why it is this way. That's really clever. I like it. Sometimes, if it fits, stuff can be a little crooked, okay? I think on my wall behind me, I've got a few things that are definitely not perfect. I eyeball everything, okay? From a distance, it looks pretty symmetrical and nice and whatever, but once you get up close, it's all wobbly and shitty, and that's fine. That's okay. Sometimes that's just all right. My hands while I'm trying to study. Oh, wait, what the shit? No way, good God. I think like a lot of people, I'll have sweaty hands during specific moments, you know, but I've never, ever been able to look down and see my hands that shiny from sweat. Because is that what's going on? Or are you actually a glazed donut? What is happening here? I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you're sweating for no reason. I've never seen a hand get that sweaty. Ever. It's actually kind of impressive, if I'm being honest with you. Are you okay, though? Other hand doesn't look as bad, but still, quite impressive. What are you studying? Skydiving? What is it that's got you so worked up here? My stairs broke. Again. Huh. That's a nightmare I didn't know that I was gonna have later. I mean, first of all, your house is this is a strange layout. I think we can agree on that. This is a little weird. You're like living in the Winchester house here. But this is a concern of mine so much when it comes to stairs. Like, am I ever gonna step on one and it just kind of caves in on me? Asked my phone to text my mom while I was driving. Oh, I'm sure this went well. Text mom, I'm on my way home. Okay, I understand. I will not relay that message to your mom. It's so funny that these assistants are all completely and utterly useless and are actively making us dumber. Not in this case. This is a good use case. You know, hands-free, that's good. But in so many ways, these things are demons. Neighbor put nails into my cat's favorite spot to sit on the fence. Your neighbor's a worthless pile of dog that should be left out in the yard to dry up in the sun. Like, that's just pathetic. That is genuinely pathetic. I have been around neighbors that bitch about the cat, and I will say over the years, I've definitely become less likely to if I have a cat, I'm not going to let them out to roam free. I'll probably build a catio for them or take them on walks. I know that sounds silly, even though I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know why the idea of walking a cat is super silly in comparison to walking a small dog or something like that. Doesn't make any sense. I know cats have a different personality type for sure. Anyway, not the point. I understand how it might be a little annoying seeing a cat, ooh, but like, this is just stupid, okay? It's just pathetic. Grow the actual up, all right? And if you do have a problem, like an objection to, say, your neighbor letting your cat roam free or letting their cat roam free and be an ecological nightmare that just kills things for no reason, maybe be a big boy or a big girl and talk to somebody rather than passively aggressively shoving nails in the fence line because you don't want to see an animal. Kitten keeps chilling in the trash. Yeah, that's where I belong, buddy. You gotta get out of there. See, I'm not crazy. Look, kitty right there has a harness on so they can go for a walk. Bought 2 tubs of B&J ice cream. They look melted and refrozen. Okay, you're right, they really do. Nope, I'm throwing those ones away, dude. I don't trust that at all. No, thank you. Maybe you should finally utilize that thing nobody does. You know, the satisfaction guarantee hotline or whatever the hell. Send them a message and say, hey, this is a little weird, kind of creep me out, and then you'll probably get a coupon for a couple free replacements. Out of the corner of my eye, I thought that I left my daughter strapped into the hot car all day. Nearly gave me a heart attack. Who designed this? Okay, so, I'm gonna be honest with you. You bought it, though, right? Didn't you, but you purchased this seat knowing what it looked like? I mean, look at this thing. Okay, horrifying regardless. Regardless, man. Just absolutely terrifying. So why did you buy it? Did you maybe not think about how much it might scare you? I mean, that thing scares me anyway. Again, not even considering your particular scare in this matter. What the hell, man? It's freaky as shit. Why is her neck like that? I mean, I want to answer the question who designed this just to ask them why they did such a creepy job. Turned her into Slender Man or something like that. But again, didn't you frickin' buy this thing? What even is this supposed to be? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. This is the kind of design prowess you would see on display throughout the back rooms or some stupid crap like that. Details that don't make any sense because the farther away you get from the center of the chaos, the worse the rendering engine is going to perform. Stuff's gonna stop making any kind of sense. It's gonna get real weird out there. This works in Minecraft. I'm sure this would work in any giant simulation. And it certainly works in the back rooms, where it looks like maybe you're at about 100,000 miles from where you landed when you fell down there. Just maybe. But we all know that that's what's going on, right? Like, we know. We know where you are. I'm surprised you got cell service down there. We'll try and rescue you, but I'm not sure. We'll have to contact Kane Pixels and see if he's got any ideas whatsoever about what to do. He's the only guy I think we can trust to get this guy out of the back rooms. This chair I have to sit on for an 8-hour class. Oh my god, this is going to be awful. It's going to be like a tiny little stool with absolutely no support anywhere that matters most. Well, I mean, it's not what I was thinking, but it doesn't look comfy. At least it looks like it would be more comfortable than if they made you sit on a stool or something like that. I don't know who designed this, but they did a bang-up job of making something that certainly uses a little bit less plastic, less material. I want to sit on this chair. I want to know if it's comfortable or not. I want to know if it's some horrible piece of garbage or what. It does look like it's very cheaply made. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise anyone if a school has a butt ton of really cheap chairs, because at least over here in the US, we don't get budgets for anything at all, public or otherwise. So, I don't know. I'm just really curious to hear or see if this chair is even remotely pleasant to sit on, let alone for an 8-hour class. Also, good lord, an 8-hour class? I'm sorry, that didn't even register in my brain properly. What the hell could you be studying? Working for a day? The local park is collecting maple sap. Someone put their doggy bag in it. Huh? What? Dude, you can't have nice things anywhere for any reason at all anymore, because there's one arrogant dude that probably shouldn't be here who just gets an intrusive thought, and because they don't have a brain, that intrusive thought's just a normal thought to them, and they think it's okay. That's real cute. You know damn well what the this is. Like, you see a bucket hanging off of a tree. Like, there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. This motherfucker didn't come out here and go, oh, that must be a trash can. We don't usually hang trash cans off of the trees. There's no excuse at all. It's just a guy being a complete fucking asshole because he thinks he's funny. And I'm tired of giving people like this the benefit of the doubt. Go fuck yourself. You're not welcome in public parks anymore, asshole. You and your dog can get the hell out of here. My mom threw away the covers of my books because she thinks they look better without them. Oh, I'd be pissed. You'd be buying me new books. You would be buying me new books. You don't throw away the fucking dust covers or whatever you want to call them. You don't do that. They are a part of it. They are an actual part of it, okay? Whether you think about it from a collectible standpoint or anything like that, if you threw away a part of anything, like, can you imagine if someone went up to your Blu-ray collection, popped that open, took out all of the art on the outside, and just went, it's just better if they're all just like one continuous blue. So I got rid of all the fucking little booklets inside your Blu-rays. So now they're all matching. It's great, right? Like, dude, come on. Man, that's just so upsetting. I told my wife she could have half the strawberries in my drink. Each one is bitten in half. All right, well, I'm going to be honest with you. You kind of walked right into that one. You know, she's your wife. You should know who the hell she is at this point. And if you don't, well, that's 150% on you, my friend. Come on. Look, I'd be annoyed too. But like I said, this one's a little bit on you. Because again, you married this person. You know what they are like. You know that they are enough of a smartass to do something like this. So that portion's on you, okay? I'm sorry. There's only so much blame I'm willing to put on her in this particular scenario, okay? I think you'll make it. I think you'll be all right. Did you eat half her cookies recently? That's very, very specific. That's quite a very specific question you're asking there. I wonder if that's his wife, perchance. Did you do the same thing to your wife? There's no way. There's no way you did the same thing to your wife and then are surprised when she gets you back with the same thing. What my boyfriend did to the cookies I bought for us to share. Oh, no. Oh, I see. I see why they're asking. I see. Although this says boyfriend, that one said wife. We got an incompatibility here, so they can't be. It can't be. No way. Now, I will say, looking at it, the picture makes me a little more annoyed than the strawberries, and the reason it does is, first of all, they're cookies. Cookies are awesome. All right, I like cookies more than strawberries. I like strawberries, but I'm a cookie guy. I think a lot of us can relate to that, for sure. What absolutely bugs the shit out of me in this case isn't necessarily that they're all, like, half-eaten like the strawberries were. It's that there's completely random, inconsistent bite sizes across the board. Like, on the far right, half the cookie's gone. Right there in the middle, it's like he took a little pussy-ass nibble for no fucking reason. This one feels like it was actually an attempt to piss you off or something like that. The other one felt like she was just being funny. I know there's definitely some kind of a double standard here going on in my mind, but there's no consistency with the cookies, man. It's all over the place. This one feels more hostile in its intent, almost. I know that doesn't make sense. I'm sure one person out there understands me, even though everybody pretends that nothing I say makes sense. Someone out there gets what the fuck I mean by what I just said. I know you do, Tim. It's probably you. Several adults with advanced degrees could not solve this kindergarten homework. Oh no, not kindergarten homework. Look, most of these posts already make me feel dumb enough. Don't, actually make me feel dumb. Seriously, if I was asked to go back to any stuff I was doing in elementary school and do it right now, I probably wouldn't be able to. I'd have no concept of what the hell I'm supposed to do at all. All that stuff that they do teach you that's supposed to help you learn, it's all gone, man. It's all gone. It out of this brain into the toaster. It's just out of here. Oh, don't do this to me. All right, let's see. Cub, sun. Oh, shit. Wow, a nun. No, it's only 3. Damn it. Shit. Okay. We're gonna have to call on the chat. I mean, I can't say chat. We'll have to call on you viewers. Comment down below, for the love of God. What's the answer to this? We need it. We need to know. Wed? I mean, I guess that would make some sense. I think that's the only one that actually could be the answer, but I want to know what you guys think still. My lunch. Okay. Oh, that I would not have guessed. I would not have guessed that with a billion tries. Is there no one in the building? I'm assuming this is your work. Is there no one in the building you can go to and say, hey, Red Bulls aren't like 25 cents and I need to eat, so can you get that shit out of there for me, please? Is there no one? Like maybe the custodian has access to it? I mean, I doubt it. A lot of these vending machines have dudes that show up and stock them like once every week or two or something like that from a different company, but I wouldn't be letting that one go. Red Bull is the most overpriced goddamn canned drink known to man, and there's also food right there that I would like to eat, so I'm not letting that go. That's probably like $20 right there. Okay, not true. The Red Bull alone was probably like $5 though for no reason, so I'm not letting that go. And you shouldn't let that go either. That is not an insignificant amount of money for lunch. Tony's chocolate had a maggot in it. God, that is... I've always wondered about these candy bars, or these chocolate bars, whatever. I've always wondered about them. You know, this brand in particular is something I hadn't really been seeing in my area until the last couple years. So, interesting. I don't like that there seems to be, grease, oil, all over the packaging. That's weird. I didn't buy fried chicken. I bought a chocolate bar. And yeah, not only is there a maggot in there, that looks like mold spores all over the place. How old is this? Is there a best by date on here? Best before Seaside. Why? Why didn't you just print it right there? What, huh? I hate that crap, man. Best before, I don't know, look on the other side of the candy bar, dumbass. Like, dude, just print it right there. Oh my actual God, this is so gross and stupid. And I'm pretty sure these bars are, not cheap. But it is really gross, though. That is nasty as hell and unacceptable across the board. Sure, it's probably incredibly rare, but this is something I'd probably like call them about and go like, look, not the end of the world. I'm not gonna crap my pants and turn into a Karen. However, I bought a candy bar from you guys and there was a fucking maggot in there. There also appeared to be maybe some mold. I'm sorry, can you just replace my candy bar, please? Just send me a new one next day air. How someone parked next to me while I was in an appointment. Oh boy. All right. Place your bets. I'm betting they parked so close to your driver's side door that you can't get in and had to get in from the passenger side or from your sunroof or something super crazy like that. Am I on track? I am! Okay, well, I'm assuming you're the Volvo. I would have to assume that you're the Volvo. That Tesla doesn't even fucking fit in the spot. Like, they're dead center in there. Okay, they're not dead center in there, obviously. They're a little crooked on purpose. They don't even fit there. These parking spaces look like they're freaking tiny. Are they for, like, subcompact? Is that a motorcycle parking space? Like, what the hell? Please, Google. Tell me why a 4-digit PIN is more secure than my fingerprint. If I had to guess, it's because the fingerprint isn't real. I don't know why. I do not know why. I don't believe the fingerprint scanning on your average consumer device is actually I don't know why I feel that way. I know that's not true, but there's just a part of me that's like, no, there's no way. They're just making shit up. Enter PIN. Added security required. PIN not used for a while. I think that's what annoys me, is when it's, you haven't used your PIN for a while because you've been using this other security method. And I know phones, generally, when you do biometrics, they let you set up a PIN as a backup, right? Because you'll need a way to get in if for some strange reason it fails, doesn't work, whatever. I do appreciate that to a certain degree, but I can tell you, even over on the iPhone side, where it's Face ID all the time now, it works about 60% of the time. The rest of that time, I have to stare at my phone for a full minute. I'm staring at my phone and it pretends it doesn't know that my face is in front and doesn't activate, or it can't tell because I was scratching my chin and thinks I'm an alien or something like that. So about 4 times out of 10, I'm having to put that PIN in anyway. And on iPhone, I don't think I'm allowed to use a 4-digit PIN anymore. I think it has to be 6. So, great! More added security. But I'm starting to realize that I don't fucking need any of it in my personal life at all. I have no need. Sure, I say that, and then if my phone ever got stolen, I'd be super happy that I have that on, right? I don't know. Just barely seems to work. It was a little bit more consistent when the fingerprint scanner was the norm. But for me on iPhone, Face ID is a bit of a waking goddamn nightmare that barely ever activates. Kids at Walmart opened up Pokemon cards and took the good ones. Well, that's just regular old theft. We'll just call it like it is. And to also be as fair as possible, that's the most pathetic, boring version of theft ever, okay? Especially at Walmart. all right? I don't support Walmart, really, in any way, shape, or form, even though I do have to shop there for various goddamn reasons. But if you're gonna steal, you need to be stealing stuff that you actually need, not dumbass pieces of cardboard that grown-ass men are taking from kids to sell on eBay for triple the price. No one likes scalpers. You guys aren't valid. It's insane, and it sucks that it's gotten so bad, dude, that this is where we're at. You should be stealing food from Walmart, okay? Not goddamn Pokemon cards that, I'll be real, are not worth what you think they are. I wonder when that bubble's gonna burst. This school portrait company prints and sends an entire package to every family and asks you to pay and keep what you want and return the unwanted sheets. That seems really backwards? I'm a little bit confused by this strategy. Okay, school portraits. Memories that last a lifetime. Keep the tradition going. Your pictures have arrived. The more you bundle, the more you save. Entire package, pay $50. 3 sheets, $39. Oh my god. That does seem odd. I remember when I got my school portraits done, my mom had to specifically fill out what she wanted, which was normal. I mean, I don't know. This just seems like it's a giant waste. I know that maybe at the printing building, because I don't know how to talk anymore, it's probably just easier for them to print everything, but it's so fucking wasteful. Like, it's pointless. Tried to screen share to my hotel room TV. Oh my lord. Okay. Why does... I feel like the screencasting stuff was kind of a perfected technology, all right? The Chromecast was so good that it's now just like a native thing in TVs. Because it worked so well. I feel like some of these companies are just trying to be cutesy with it. They're trying to do something different and unique with it somehow. I don't know, maybe it's just Samsung. I hate Samsung, man. Their crap feels like garbage. It doesn't look good at all. I'm not a Samsung fan. This might be a part of why. Friend wanted to save space in her seasoning cabinet. Oh my actual god, okay. That's not how that works. Does she not realize that? Like, if this is a blend that works, like, I can see, like, maybe if this is a blend of spices that she uses on stuff all the time, may as well throw them in there together. What doesn't make sense to me is that it's not properly mixed in there. It's layered. So what I just said wouldn't really make sense with the image I'm being shown. I can see. If you want to save space and use these 4 or 5 spices constantly together and stuff, sure, just mix that right together, put it in a big bin. Perfect. But why would you leave it layered like this? This doesn't make any sense. This isn't how it works. What should someone do with this space? Oh, yeah, you know, I feel like that the internet got with this one. Normally when someone says, what do I do with this area? There are among the jokes, some decent suggestions. I didn't see any decent suggestions here. I wouldn't be able to fit in there shoulders forward. I wouldn't. So, what the hell could you do? No need to thank me. I think that space is thinner than you think it is. I mean, it could be bigger than I think it is, though. Couldn't make your what? I don't care. Thanks for the worm, Del Monte. Oh, awesome. It's so good. Oh, and you know what? There's probably rules and laws in place that allow, like, something like this to happen occasionally. Like, no, you can have a worm in your shit every now and then.